Hey everybody, AZ 80's girl here with you, and yes, I'm almost hiding behind these dogs. If you guys remember these, the Fluppy Dogs. Yes, Fluppy, F-L-U-P-P-Y, Fluppy Dogs. And I do have one little doggy here, Wrinkles, the Wrinkles dogs. And I'm going to go over Wrinkles dogs here and after my Fluppies. Now, I didn't collect Fluppy Dogs when I was younger. These are actually from 86, from Kenner. And I'm just going to kind of give you some information about the Fluppy Dogs. I found these actually last few months on my scouts here when I go to look at thrift stores and such, but found one in each color. I am missing, there's a total of 6 dogs, and I'm missing obviously 2. So I'll give you a little rundown on some of the Fluppy Dogs. So Disney actually put out a movie of the Fluppy Dogs on TV. And it aired on Thanksgiving Day in 86. So they did the pilot only of the movie, and in the movie it was totally different. They had five pastel dogs, and they were talking dogs, obviously, and you can read up on that whole movie, but it didn't really do well. The ratings were really, really bad. So nothing more came of that movie or the show. But there were definitely more books written about the dogs. Now, the TV show that was aired, all the dogs were different names than the names of these dogs here. So we're just going to talk about the dogs that were made by Kenner, the stuffed animals here, versus the names that were on the movie itself. So I don't know why they gave them 2 separate names. You can find out that on your own. So we'll go on to the ones that were actually in the books and what they were called on their boxes and such like that. So when you got your Fluppy dog, if you want to look it up, but you can see that some dogs, most of the dogs came in a white crate. They were actually on the white box. There was a white box that they would be standing on. And there was, again, 6 different colors, and I will go over the names of each of them. They were on the box, and some of them had cellophane wrapping around them as well. I'm probably missing some bows here and there, accessories and such, off of each of the dogs, but I'm just lucky I found what I found. Now, the Fluppy Dogs are all yarn. I will show you this one. Actually, let's start with the pink one. Now, the pink one was the head one I read that was the main dog. And her name was Fancy Flup. They would always call them something Flup. And her name was Fancy Flup. And she's got a little poodle tail. Isn't that funny? Here, it does have a stamp on the bottom. It says Fluppy Dogs. Once you flip up all of everything, you can see the eyes. They have a pom-pom nose. And they do have a Velcro tongue, so you can attach like the cotton bone or anything like that, accessory-wise, that you can get. I don't know if you can see it. She has one. No, I don't think she does. So they all actually came with a little tag that went, collar that went around, and their little name. And I will show you on some other ones because I do have them. Look how fluffy these are. So lots of fluffy going on here. So this is Fancy Flup. Okay, so pink and white is Fancy Flup. The blue and white here is Brave. Now, blue and white, he actually has a little handkerchief here, right there. So he has a handkerchief that came with his. I don't think I have a name collar on him. And again, the stamp on the bottom. Pom-pom nose. Everything else is the same, just different color and some different accessories. So this is Brave. So you got Fancy and Brave. The purple one I have to my right is Cuddle. And Cuddle has the tag here, and I will show you. So do be aware that the hair does stick to the Velcro tongue. So Velcro tongue. There's her little bows. She did have her bows in her hair. And she has her striped collar. Now the striped collar here comes with the little attachment here. That's her collar with the picture of her there. On the other, yeah. So you can write a name if you want, but that's a little stitched in collar. And let me move that out of the way. Of the Fluppy dog. See? She's looking at you. Okay? So this is Cuddle. And the green one's name is called Cool. And Cool actually came with, same thing, he had a tag, but he also came with sunglasses, which I don't have, sadly. So he has some like cloth sunglasses that would come on his head. And I will show you his little tag here, because he actually has a tag with the sunglasses on his head. And on the underside of this one, you can actually put my name is this, belongs to this. So You can name him a different name if you want, but his name was cool. And there he is there. Okay? So these are the Fluppy Dogs. The two I'm missing is Silly, and she's yellow and white. And then Shy is peach and white. So those are the other two that I am missing. You can see that they made a lot of accessories for these dogs. They made clothing and hair ties and a lot of other fun things for them to ride on. They had a flip cycle. Like I said, more accessories. They had unproduced dogs that they made that was called the Flashy Pups. And then they also had Fluppy Puppies that were unproduced. I'm sorry, the Fluppy Puppies were produced. The twins were unproduced. So there were puppies that were twins that they didn't produce. You will see smaller ones that are puppies, and they all have a bonnet and bows in their hairs. So they'll be a little bit like this small next to this guy. So they're Fluppy Puppies that they made as well. And then 3 sets of twins that were unproduced, like I said. Don't get these confused, which I've seen some people getting confused with the I'm a little shaggy doggy mommy with my pups. There's a shaggy doggy, because obviously these are shag dogs. That's a hard plastic, smaller than this, hard plastic dog that was a shaggy dog. Those are different, and those are made by somebody else as well. So it's called a shaggy doggy mommy with my pups. So it's a hard plastic dog with little shag dog puppies. So that's different. And those usually are squeakers to squeak around, smaller different things as well. Also, Puppy Surprise, don't get those confused either, but these are shag dogs, so you won't have a problem with that. So these again are the Fluppy Puppies, okay? They made a lot of books, like I said, books, lunch boxes, coloring books, tape books with tape, record on tape, such and such like that. So if you ever look up Fluppy Dogs, that's what you'll find there, okay? So, Fluppy Dogs here. And then just want to touch on, I only have one of the Wrinkles. Now the Wrinkles, just a short little thing on my Wrinkles. They were made by Ganz, Ganz Brothers, and I will show you the tag on that. So there's the Ganz logo, Ganz Brothers logo. And this was dated 1981. And the Fluppy Dogs are actually, like I said, 86. Now with the Wrinkles dogs, they're pretty much like humans. They are tall standing dogs. And this is the medium-sized dog. And they're all puppets. So don't get grossed out by seeing this, but it's a puppet dog, and they're all based on a hound dog, obviously. They're pretty much all different. They're supposed to be kind of like adopting pound dogs, so they're all trying to be a different type of dog or wearing something different, boy, girl, dress, different clothing, and so on and so forth. This one still has her tag, so the tag says Wrinkles, and they have given her a number as well. And then you'll always know it's a Wrinkles dog by seeing the stitched wrinkles in the ear. So that is their stitching that you'll know this is a Wrinkles dog, which I don't see how you can go wrong. They have the hard eyes. Everything else is pretty soft. It's pretty much based on a Senate puppets, it's called. Senate made some puppets back in the day, and then they started making more puppets off of this. Along with the dogs, they also produce moose, magoons, and elephant. The elephant's name was Trunket, so just a moose and an elephant, along with all the other dogs. So again, you put your hand in the back, stand her up, and then you can move. She does have a tongue, which I can't move the tongue, but just the mouth. Isn't that amazing? You can get her to talk. I'm not a ventriloquist at all. So this is the Wrinkles dogs. A lot out there. She's got her bows. Again, there's accessories and such for the Wrinkles dogs as well. Part of the Heritage Collection. If you see them brand new, a lot of them will have an attachment that says Heritage Collection of Ganz. They do have usually come with a bone-shaped, a cloth bone that they put in their mouths that can keep in their mouths as well. They've made a lot of different toys as well for these, like books and coloring books and little porcelain figures, PVC figures, so on and so forth. So, in the 80s, they go crazy with these things. Once it's made, let's just keep making it in every way we can. So these are the Wrinkles. These are the Fluppy Dogs. I will have another segment coming up soon of all the different dog types that came out in the 80s. And there's a lot of dogs. And then we'll do a separate one of cats. Hopefully, I don't have many cats, but I have a lot of more dogs that came out. One of my next ones coming up will be Benji, which just came out like 80, 81. And Poochie, if you remember Poochie. Those are some older ones as well. I did just do pound puppies and purries, and then so I'll just compare all the puppies that were out there. So if you do like what you see, please subscribe. Check out my other videos, Gem, Shira. I have lots more to go. Thanks again.